Welcome to Let's Play 1001 Games, the series where I work my way through a book called 1001 Games You Must Play Before You Die. I'm your host, Gaming Jay. Today we're playing Final Fight. This is a classic game that I had on the Super Nintendo and played a bunch as a kid. So I'm excited to see how it holds up over the years. Pretty sure I still know how to play quite well, so you'll actually see me do okay at a game here. So this is a very cheesy scene where the mayor is basically being told that his daughter has been kidnapped, and the thieves are going to give her back and give him a bonus salary, which is not a bad deal. You fiend, what have you done to her? Nothing yet, but we will if you don't cooperate. Listen to reason. This is so fast I can't even read. It's like a music video. So we're trying to rescue a girl. This is her boyfriend, Cody. He's a better character, but I'm going to play as her father. Fight. The final fight. Which was not actually the final fight because there were many sequels to this. Okay, so in this game, who do you want to be? Punk little kid or buffed out mayor? You know, I'm from Toronto, and we just got over having Rob Ford. Could you imagine having a mayor in your city that looked like this? Like, he's a beast. And his daughter gets kidnapped. The guy didn't even go to the cops. He just starts roaming the streets, beating people up. Do you know where my daughter is? Come here. Just beat you until you go unconscious. And, like, do these guys have anything to do with the kidnapping? Are these just citizens living in poor conditions? Ooh, a hamburger. You always got to save that in the fighting games. If you're gonna eat food off the ground, wait until you've been punched a lot. I guess we said now. Wait. Fun thing about this game is when you punch someone, it tells you his name. He's like, I'm 2P! Bread! My name's Bread! Stop! I'm Jake. Nice to meet ya. Who's this guy? Jay. Oh, I beat myself up. So yeah, this is a mayor who likes to get his hands dirty. Literally punched a steel barrel to pieces with his bare hand and took someone's radio. I'm just destroying these folks. What is there to talk about? Well, I think every time I play a new game, I always begin by talking about the previous video. What went wrong in the last video? Well, when I recorded Virtual Fighter, there's all this amazing intense audio, and none of it recorded. I got my voice, that's nice, but the audio didn't record. I seem to have a lot of trouble getting audio from MAME, or I think it's the program I'm using. I might start experimenting with different programs here, because it's getting ridiculous. Yeah, I could have redone the Virtual Fighter video and played for another 40 minutes. I would have talked about other stuff, though. You know, and I don't know. Like, who are we kidding? This is part of the learning process, guys. One day you're gonna look back on these old videos where I couldn't record the audios properly, and I was learning, and you'll just remember it with fond memories. You'll think, boy, remember when he couldn't actually even record the video properly? All he got is his voice. Unpleasant days. Hopefully I get a lot better at this Let's Play stuff. Get savvy with the software. So really, you know, why fix it? It's all for posterity. It all still works. Look how fast he punches. Just walk into these punches. This is what I did in Virtual Fighter. You stand in one place and punch. Works a lot better here, though. Oops. Looked away for a second. Don't look away when you're in a street fight for your life, and eat these tires. Oh, see, that's what I needed. Man, Hagar. So that was a super move, takes away your health. I hate when games put that in. It's like, yeah, this great move. When you use it, you lose health. It kind of makes it so that nobody ever wants to use that move. You know, they had it in Turtles 3 too for the Nintendo. Here's the boss, Thrasher. Did you vote for me? You voted for the other guy, didn't you? So this was actually a dude. Looks like a chick to me. In the Sega version in arcade, those were girls, but I guess it was too racy for Nintendo to be beating up girls. So instead, you beat up a really skinny, effeminate-looking dude, which I think that's almost more racy. Oh, that was sloppy. Sorry. My throat keeps tickling me. I have to take a break to drink, so I'm not coughing throughout this entire thing. So yeah, Nintendo didn't like racy things. Nintendo's always been weird. All this stuff with the... Died again? All this stuff with the Wii U and stuff. Nintendo not letting people do YouTube videos. They've always done weird stuff. They're always behind the times. That was one question I had. Am I going to be able to do Nintendo games? I guess this is a Nintendo game, so we'll see what happens. But I know they keep taking people's Nintendo games down or giving them copyright notices. I don't want to deal with any of that. It'd be really unfortunate if I couldn't do Nintendo games. I don't know what I'd do. It's like Mario's classic. I have to play that. But yeah, what are the strange choices that they made for the Wii U? Well, they decided to use outdated hardware and bank on the idea that everyone's going to want to play games on a tablet console. I mean, if you want to play games on a tablet, you just own a 3DS. Why would you buy a console for that? So that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think what hurt Nintendo actually was the Wii. The Wii was super successful, and it used this gimmick of motion controls. And why was it successful? Because it brought in casual audience members. And I think Nintendo misinterpreted that as we've scored with our hardcore gamers and we've brought in a new audience. Hardcore gamers would never buy the Wii. The reason people bought the Wii is that hardcore gamers bought it for the same reason casual gamers did, because it was a kind of casual fun system when you had friends and stuff. So it's not like they scored big with their hardcore gamer fans. You know, maybe some people liked it, but it wasn't their best system. And so it kind of put Nintendo in this spot where they thought that they could kind of get away with anything, I think. And they tried a really bad couple of ideas. You're like, why is there no online multiplayer in Mario on the Wii U? Because they say you're supposed to play it single player with your friends. Well, how about letting me make that choice, man? I want to play online. My friends don't live around me. I mean, come on. And then, like, Mario Kart does have online play. So, you know what's probably going on is the guy who's developing Mario, Miyamoto, what he's saying is, I don't like online games because I'm old and I don't play online games, therefore nobody should play them, which is never a good thing. I don't know, this is all speculation, who knows? Who knows what's actually going on there? Actually, I noticed kind of the same thing with Splatoon. It has no voice chat, and the reason they're giving is because the guy who made Splatoon says, well, you know, you don't want people, like, calling you stupid and stuff. I kind of feel like he's talking about a personal experience. Maybe he played an online game and some kids did that to him. Now he doesn't want to give voice chat. But again, it's like... It almost feels like old guys who are out of touch trying to tell younger people how to play their games. And that never flies. It's not going to work long term. Anyway. Enough Nintendo bashing. This is a hugely violent game. Ooh, I reversed that. Like, not only am I punching people, but I'm like picking up knives and just like whipping them across the screen at people. Imagine you actually picked up a knife and threw it at someone. They wouldn't lose 10 health points and get back up. They'd be dead. Or going to the hospital. I can almost sympathize with parents when like these games were kind of new and they were coming out and they were like, oh, it's the end of our times. Look at what kids are doing. They're literally going on the subway and beating people up. Beating people unconscious. Whose subway commute is like this anyway? No one's sitting down. Everyone just wants to fight. Okay, let's talk about what's going on in the game here. Enough getting high and mighty with the, you know, Nintendo. Well, this was a Nintendo game. Awesome. So I've fought my way now to the conductor's room. There is no conductor. So I don't know who's... This train's just out of control. Alright, give me a knife. Oh, I took medicine instead. Or something. See, I've started with the worst character, and you can see me doing not very good here. And then hopefully when I switch to the other one, I do better. And you'll see the difference. Look at all the knives. Like, doesn't even cross their mind to arm themselves. I always thought this was funny. They tied him up with dynamite, and he's just like panicking. Who throws that knife? And if you want to put out dynamite, are you really gonna chuck a knife at it? Seems risky. Okay. Jessica's dad fought pretty far. Now her boyfriend's gonna pull his weight. See, this is what he can do. He can chuck guys over his shoulder. I guess Hagar could have done that too. I never do that with him though. That's the trick. When you throw them, they can like knock over other guys, and it's like an area of effect attack. It clears the screen. Oh, you jerk. I wanted that sword. I was going to show it off. See, this is where I get my button mashing tendencies from, these games. You're literally supposed to button mash in this. Elgato. Oh, I bet you thought you had me. Cody's not doing so good, guys. He really needs life. Imagine if you didn't live in a big city and this was like your only exposure to subways and stuff. You'd be terrified. Like every window... I mean, this city really needs some beautification. Every window is shattered. Every window. There's hooligans everywhere. I like that one punch can hit multiple guys at once. Indiana Jones used to do that. Not frequently, but he did it. See, now those two guys, they don't strike me as being involved. They were just sitting, chilling. They saw someone punch their friend out. I really think I'm the instigator in all this. Like, did these guys actually kidnap Jessica? I guess they set it up. They say they're all like street gangs, but like, are they all part of the same gang? I find that hard to believe. Another funny thing about Nintendo is you just kind of take it for granted that you beat up the same guy over and over. Like, I've beaten up Jake how many times? I mean, what if it's the same Jake? Like, I beat him up, he got back up, dusted himself off, and was like, well, screw this, I'm going home. Gets on the subway, then he sees me again, I beat him up again. I'm like stalking the guy to beat him up. If it's not the same Jake, I don't know where we are. We're in some bizarro land. But it's a funny trope of video games, how you just take for granted that you see the same people over and over. He just ran into my fists. The unbeatable move. Why do I need to do anything in this life? How many guys do you think you could take on if, like, someone stole your girlfriend? You and her dad teamed up. I imagine most people's dads are not as ripped as Hagar. They're just, like, middle-aged dudes. Like, I was just crouching here. Sit on a chair, man! There's like, empty seats all the way up here. Why are there guys literally... I don't know. I don't know. And I don't care. I'm just beating up everyone. I'm like, you took my girlfriend? I'll beat up the whole city until we find her. Probably not even the right neighborhood. As I said, I have a hard time believing these people have anything to do with the story at hand. I think I'm the villain. There is no girl. I just saw a daytime movie. Set me off. Some girl got kidnapped on Law and Order. Let's go beat everyone up that we can find. The trick is always to like get them all in one corner off the screen and then just pound them. Like, look at this. Can't even come near me because my fists never stop. Get back in there. Tried to get out. A lot of these fighting games is like figuring out little cheap things like this you can do. Because like, who could actually survive all the way to the end if you fought everyone legitimately? It's too hard. Too hard. So how far do I want to go in this game? Probably die at Abigail. If you know what that is, you've played this game before. Subway is stopping. What else can we talk about? Oh yes, random food on the ground. Games always have two ways to heal yourself. Medical supplies or food. Food's funny. Or sleep. Fallout kind of mixed them all. Could do anything. Guess I should take that just in case I die. They're getting antsy. So I guess the subway stopped, but he still had places to go, because now he's like, well, I'm gonna keep going, even if the subway isn't. Beating up 3 people at once is intense. Why does food heal you? I mean, when I'm hurt, eating is the last thing that I want to do. How did that ever get started? Okay, this guy's gonna have katanas and charge me. It's gonna be a big problem. You gotta throw him, I think, is the trick. I got an extra life here. It's gonna have to tank these hits because I don't know how to avoid them. Oh god. I think you can jump them or something. I'm not skilled enough to do that. Oh, apparently I am. I like how he like feigns. He's like, oh, I'm injured. Psych! Okay. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I thought he was invincible. Ah, I should have thrown him. Oh, come on. This is like, you always want to kill him when you have low health so that you don't lose a life, because they're going to give you health in the next level. Yeah, look, sword. That would have been useful, eh? So I beat up poor people, I rode the subway. What's next on my to-do list? Oh, this... See, this is where you really start to have trouble believing that these are just 2 guys trying to get someone's daughter. Whose car is this, and why do I take so much joy in destroying it? I don't know. Sometimes there are no answers in life. You just have to shatter a car while someone's buying snacks inside. This car was from Japan. The guy's gonna come out now. See what I did.
Oh my god.
You know what? He says, oh my god, in I think the arcade and the Sega version. Again, they had to censor for Nintendo. I don't want to acknowledge the existence of a higher power accidentally. Just fine by me. Who needs that god crap in a game about beating up thugs? Doug. Yeah, why do they tell you their... Well, I guess they don't tell you their name. How do you know their name? Are your fists magic? I can sense your name is Andre Jr. With every punch, another syllable of your name is revealed. I wonder, do they find out my name when they punch me? Or they, like, find out my birthday? Likes, dislikes. Let's keep punching them. Find out more about them. Imagine that's how you had to learn about people. Physically attack them. I can see you like slam poetry. My boot to the face tells me that you're very artistic. Andor. I think in this game you beat up his entire family. You beat up Andor, Andor Jr., I think Andor Sr. and stuff is coming out. Kind of a fun idea. One downside about emulated games, guys, is when you download emulators, it installs all sorts of spamware stuff on your computer. Window just popped up, telling me to tune my PC. Emergency! Your PC is infected. Yeah, with your stupid ad. Falls for that, I wonder. I'm sure people do, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Probably old folks just wanted to check their emails, chat with their grandkids. Jeez. I've gone from, like, just casually beating people up to literally jamming as many of them in a corner as I can and full-on attacking them with a sword. I deserve that, I gotta say. I'm getting cornered. This is what happens when you can't get them all on one side. Everyone who plays fighting games knows you want everyone on one side of you. You just punch in that direction. So when they mix sides, the trouble happens. You get caught in the middle, you can't do anything. Take that, Hollywood. Go star in a movie. Hey guys, I'm now just picking a bar fight. Again, what does this have to do with Jessica? I should have just taken the car. Why did I... Oh god. When a sword doesn't work on you, you know you've been working out. This is Uncle Andor and Grand Andor. I'm not gonna make it. Darn. Oh, well, we gotta keep trying. Throw the knife, boys! I mean, the knife explains why the dynamite doesn't get you, but how do you untie yourself? I guess the idea is the person who threw the knife unties you, but... I mean, they kind of drop it from above. Who's hanging out above you with... I don't know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I asked too many questions, I think. Too many questions. Sometimes it's you just these things don't have answers. Get away. Ugh. I'm not playing very well. For a game that I bragged and said I knew how to play. Remember when all you did was play video games? You come home after school, what'd you do? You're gonna play some video games? Tried not to do your homework? Those were the days when I was actually good at stuff. Now life gets in the way. I want to know stuff about people by hitting them. What's your name? See, now I really need health, is the trick. I don't know how to get it, though. Doing the cheap, this is bad. Because he could charge me, and I'd be dead. At least I got an extra life, that's something. Okay, and he's like, I guess I want to go in here. Boom! Doesn't even open the door, just punches it and shatters it. Well, I guess I'm not getting health. Come here, you. You're gonna pay for that. Just gonna hold you against the wall and punch you until you literally stop existing. That's another funny reality of these old NES games, is like, it's not like when you beat someone up, they just lie there unconscious. They literally fade away. Imagine you won a fight, and the guy you just beat up, he doesn't like fall on the ground. He like just stops existing. Erased from time. I would never want to fight anyone. What did I do now? But there's a lot big consequences for losing a fight. Your parents never meet. They never fall in love. You never happen. Yet the world barely notices. Maybe though, like, they just meet under different circumstances, and that's why I keep fighting the same guys over and over, because it's like, well, okay, well, his parents didn't meet on Wednesday, they met on Thursday, so he would come a little later in the bar fight. For some reason, I don't know. Butterfly effect? Anyone? Anyone? Again, I think about these things too much. Wish you could order a drink. I need one. Let me tell you. Beating 50 people into unconsciousness with your bare hands. You need a drink after that. You need to loosen up. Too stressful. Okay. Get my sword. You jerks. I think this was always like a sticking point for me as a kid, this fight. Because you kind of just have to beast mode your way through it and hope you can get them before they get you. Because they do so much damage. If I can get one of them, it'll be okay. Like, he punched me. I think they have higher reach than you or something. Oh, this is trouble, guys. Oh, I can't believe that. This is the last shot. And I think Hagar's gonna do it. He was having a snow cone in the park while Cody kind of took care of things. He's ready to join again. I like how he's just like, I guess those pants and shoes, you know, if you put a business shirt on him, he would totally be mayor mode, but this is like going out Hagar. In a city run by thugs, you want a buffed out mayor. He earned their respect. He didn't win no elections on political promises. He punched a lot of people to get where he is. Hate how they can hit you while you're down. There's nothing you can do about it. Because you just see it coming. And you're like, well, let's see if this kills me. Ugh. I knew that would happen. That's the trouble. I get on two sides of you, Jay. I'm nothing but trouble for myself. Hagar. He also doesn't open doors, doesn't know how, never learned. If you want to come visit him, there's nothing but holes and walls in his house. Getting those grapes almost killed me. It almost cost more life than it gave back. One thing that's funny about Hagar is if you pick up the knives and try to use them, he'll just throw them. It's like he's too caveman to understand what to do with them. What is this? Or maybe he has like too much respect for his opponents. He only wants to... If he can't beat them with his own bare hands, then he doesn't want to fight. I'm somehow caught. I can't move, but I don't think they can hit me. Oh. Spoke too soon, my friends. Stop trying to go around me. It's like the computer knows. It knows what it's doing. Oh, this is bad. I can't be dying here. I gotta die at the bosses at least. Throw. Get this guy too. Oh, that almost cost me. Ooh, cage fight. I don't know if I'd want to see a cage fight. Seems too intense. Just Ugh. What I hate about these guys is they can somehow kind of get through my spam attacks. What am I, just dead? Yeah, that's fair. I've lost 2 lives, and I think I've gotten 1 hit in on them. Oh, come on. Kill somebody. Not me. I think they have smaller hitboxes. They must. How am I not hitting you? Come here, Grandpa. Okay. Well, that club was nice. Back to the street. Oh, those weren't even the bosses. I'm totally not beating this game, guys. Just not surprising anymore. See, if this is one gang, they're really good at recruiting, because they're recruiting all kinds. They got their sumos, they got their street thugs, they got their transgendered skinny dudes. They really cross a lot of social and cultural barriers, this gang. Maybe this gang is we should be looking to the gang. You know, we think we got it all figured out, but we haven't overcome the problems this gang has. Kind of like the wildlings in Game of Thrones, like a whole bunch of different tribes, all united. Maybe we should stop punching and start listening. See what they have to say. I got an extra life, that's something. Not gonna help me. I can't beat people up fast enough. Oh, this is trouble. Oh, dude. Can I get more extra lives, please? See, this is why sometimes it's better to try and play these games as an arcade game, because at least I could just insert more quarters. The trouble with that, though, is that good luck recording the audio properly. Am I right, guys? We figured that one out. Okay, if I can get his gun that he spit out, that's full health. But I can't. I'm dead. Eating someone else's gun is disgusting anyway. We don't want to do that. Oh, I've totally lost. J. Psh. See, punches tell you things. The punch sound effects. Rub. I didn't make it, guys. I don't know what happens to Jessica under this scenario. I assume they give her back eventually. But I don't want to think about what happens if they don't. That's sad. I blew those other scores away. I didn't get Jessica, but I got a high score. A well-known crime capital has been ruled by violence. A new elected mayor plans to change. The center of the problem is a huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all the major criminal activity in the city. When they learned of Hagar's plans, they immediately took action to bring the new mayor under their control. Okay, so sometime in the 90s, some very diversely ethnic gang that rules the city. It's kind of like Gotham City in a way, just no supervillains. Alright, what have we learned today? I think we learned that if you want to be a successful politician, you got to get your hands dirty. You know, there was a time when you could just kiss babies and make political promises, but now you got to beat up thugs. You got to clean the streets up by yourself. There ain't no cops in this world. It's all about you, man. Final Fight, I would say, is a game worth trying before you die. Funny thing about this game, I think it was supposed to be some kind of Street Fighter sequel. And there's even weird crossovers where like Chun-Li's in the background of one of these games. I don't know. You can look it up if you're interested, but yeah, there's some kind of weird history between this and Street Fighter. Obviously, this is a totally different game, though. Let's watch this guy dominate. So, Final Fight, it's worth a play. Worth a play. Hope you guys have enjoyed listening to me ramble and rant, talk nonsense while I play this. If you have, you know what you should do. You should give me a like, give me a subscribe, because as always, I'll be back in a couple days with a new game. Wait, what? Did it say he liked knives? Damn, I can't believe I missed that. Anyway, guys, take it easy. And as I said, see you in a couple days. All right, peace.